Okay. So now here Krishna is saying that he's basically starting to talk about Bhakti Yoga. Okay. So when he's talking about Bhakti Yoga, this particular verse, I'm going to highlight again. Everybody should see what Krishna is saying. That way you will know what he's talking about. He's saying Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshami aseshata yagyatva neha bhuyo anyaj gyatavyam avashishyate. It's actually a very important verse, and this actually lays the foundation for the rest of the 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So in my screen you will see here Krishna is saying yagyatva neha bhuyo anyaj. Once you know this knowledge, basically Krishna is saying, oh Arjuna, listen carefully what I have to tell you. Knowing what I am telling you, there's nothing else that remains to be known. So Krishna is, so far he did not say that. He's saying it only this now because now he's going to talk about Bhakti Yoga, where he's saying Jnanam teham savijnanam. I'm giving you jnana, and also I'm giving you the vijnana. I'm giving you the practical knowledge. I'm also giving you the theoretical knowledge. Jnanam and vijnanam. Idam vakshami asheshata. Asheshata means that after this there's nothing else that needs to be told. So this is actually very important, where Krishna, before speaking, he's saying, pay attention, whatever I'm going to tell you. Once you hear this, there's nothing else for you to be known. Asheshata, Vakshyami. Vakshyami, I'm going to speak. Asheshata means no shesha, means nothing is left after that. I'm going to give you everything. Yagyatva neha bhuyo anyaj. Anyaj means anything else. Gyatavyam avishyashate, to be known. Avishyashate means anything remaining. So once you hear this knowledge, there's nothing which is to be known after this. Okay, is that clear? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So now in the purport also, Prabhupada is explaining that the knowledge, this knowledge is the complete knowledge. What Krishna is going to speak now is the complete knowledge, and it comes in disciplic succession. Okay, so now I'm going to share one screen and then we'll walk through the different aspects of this chapter. Okay, so let me, I'm going to, okay, I will share this. Okay, you see my screen?
Yes.
So here, basically, the essence of Bhagavad Gita, Gita Shastram Vinodena Kartikam yo naed nara na tasya punaravriti maya drishta kali priya. Oh Narada, I have personally seen a person who happily reads Bhagavad Gita during the month of Kartik does not return to the world of birth and death. And today is the last day of Kartik, so it's very appropriate that actually we're reading Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Dedication to Srila Prabhupada, dedication to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. This is from the Gita Mahatmya, which we were discussing earlier in the beginning. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putram Gitam. There only need to be one Shastra, which is Devaki Putra Gitam. It's the Gita song spoken by Devaki Putra. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. And there's only one Deva to worship. Who is it? Devaki Putra. Eko Mantras Tasya Namani Yani. There's only one mantra that needs to be chanted. What is it? Tasya Namani Yani, his name. That's why we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Karmani Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. And there's only one karma, which is the seva of that Deva, which is Krishna. Okay? So chapter 7 is the knowledge of the Absolute. So here some of the key highlights verses are highlighted. So Krishna, before ending this chapter, the previous chapter, before starting this chapter, in the end of last chapter, Krishna says, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatir antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. Krishna says that of all the yogis, Yoginam api sarvesham, of all the yogis, madgatir antaratmana, ones whose mind and consciousness is focused on me. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam, a person who worships me with faith, with shraddha. Same yukta tamo mata, in my opinion, that person is the best. Uttama is the best. Yukta tamo mata, that's my opinion. So Krishna, after all the yogas, finally is concluding that of all the yogas, Bhakti Yoga is the best, because that's what he's saying. Mad gater antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate. Bhajate means bhajan. Bhajan means one who is chanting the glories of Krishna. Yo mam, that person to me, that person is very best. Because he's speaking this verse at the end of 6th chapter, so that makes it obvious that the 7th chapter he's going to talk about Bhakti Yoga, and that's what we are seeing. Okay? So first he's going to give us few pointers about how rare this knowledge is. Whatever he's going to speak, he's going to tell us that how many people actually know this. So this is the verse. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvataha. That of all the manushya, of all the human beings, sahasreshu means 1,000. Kaschit, some yatati siddhaye, yatan karte hain, they make an effort, siddhaye, to achieve perfection in life. Out of 1,000 people, 1 or 2 might try to get perfection in life. Yatatam api siddhanam, and out of those who are trying to achieve perfection, kaschin mam veti tatvataha, only some might know me. So Krishna in this verse is giving the statistics of the percentage of devotees. Basically he's saying at a high level, he's saying only 1 out of million people will somewhat understand me. So that explains why devotees of Krishna are so rare. Some people say that these devotees are sentimental people. Some people say these devotees are weak people because they use Krishna for strength, otherwise they're weak. Many people say many different things about the devotees of Krishna, and those are the atheist class who do not believe in Krishna. But Krishna here is saying that it's just by numbers only, it's going to be a very small percentage of people in this world who will accept Krishna or who will understand Krishna. Most people will live all their life in ignorance. These are statements from Bhagavad Gita itself. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhe yatadam api siddhanam sam kaschin maham veti tatvata. Only some will know Krishna in truth. Okay? Then Krishna is saying, few verses later, Matta parataram nanyad kinchid asti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre mani gana iva. That matta parataram nanyad, there is nobody who is above me. Kaschit asti dhananjaya, there is nobody who is above me. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani gana iva. And I am holding all these things of this world or the spiritual world just like the pearls are strung on a thread. So we see in case of a pearl that what we see is actually the pearls. But what we do not see is the thing which is holding them together. It's actually a very instructive verse. Krishna is giving such a beautiful analogy to say that when you see a beautiful necklace of pearls, you see only pearls. You do not see the thread behind it. But the thing that is holding it together is not the pearls. The thing that is holding together is the thread. So Krishna himself is giving that example. I am that thread. What does that say? That even though we do not see Krishna with our own eyes outside, Krishna is saying here that I am the one who is holding everything together. You don't see me, but a child might think that these pearls are just stuck to each other and somehow they are together. But the grown-up man understands that when you see a necklace of pearl, then you know that there is a thread which is holding everything together. Similarly, if a person is spiritually mature, they can see that even though everything is going on in the world, it seems like without God, but actually it's God who is holding it together. All these planets are moving at a certain order and a certain orbit at a certain speed. Whatever order we see in the universe, someone has designed it and someone is making sure it's being followed. That person we cannot see. Scientists have been trying to understand this universe for hundreds and hundreds of years, but they have never acknowledged the presence of God because there's no way they can see that. So you can keep researching, but the thing which is holding it together is God. And Brahma Samhita says, Ishvara Parama Krishna. The Supreme God is Krishna. That's why Srila Prabhupada in all of Bhagavad Gita, he uses the word the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means of all the gods, the topmost God, the Supreme Lord is Krishna. So here is Krishna is saying that everything I am holding it together. Is that part clear?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. So now Krishna is talking about the people who come to him and the people who do not come to him. Because earlier he said, I am holding it together, the whole world. You don't see me, but I am the one who is holding it together. Okay? Now he's saying four kinds of people the people who will not come to Krishna. Because earlier he said that out of 1,000, one will try for perfection, and out of those, one rarely will achieve Krishna. So most people will never understand Krishna. So here Krishna is giving the category of those people who will not understand Krishna. Okay? Namam duskritino mooda prapadyante naradhama mayaya parata jnana asuram bhavamashrita. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake to the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Okay? So here is Krishna saying, Namam duskritino mooda. Okay, so first class of people who do not surrender to Krishna are simply just foolish. This train you see, in train people go in and out every day just for little comfort in life, whatever situation they are looking for. They work hard from morning till night, 12, 13, 14 hours just for little bit food and a place to live. Many people do that. So that Krishna speaks, they are Muda. These people will work so hard for getting in and out of the train, but they would not be interested in Krishna or the spiritual knowledge. So first category who doesn't come to Krishna is the people who are Mudas. Okay. The second class is the Naradhama. Naradhama means Nara means humans and Adhama means the lowest. So the people who are the lowest of the human beings, they will not come. That means they are just basically very poor in character, because human being is generally defined by the characters. That's the difference between humans and animals. So those people who are almost just like animals, they are called the Naradhamas. That means the lowest of the mankind. That means they are just almost like animals. Okay, so that category will also not come to Krishna. So first category was the foolish people, just they have no brain. Second category is that they're very low class people. They may have brain, but they are very low class in their habits or whatever. The third category is Maya Aparata Jnana. That the third one is that they have the Gyan, the knowledge, but that Gyan has been stolen by Maya. Aparata means Aparhan. Aparhan means hijack. So the people whose knowledge has been hijacked by Maya. So this is the class of people who are extremely intelligent, like scientists, philosophers, who can see and observe sun, who can discover many things, who can point out things which nobody thinks about. For example, law of gravity and different laws of the natures. They can observe and see those laws, but somehow they do not see Krishna. They see there is a law, so they see there's order in the universe. They also know someone created it, but somehow they are not able to figure out who created it. So their knowledge has been stolen by illusion, and in the end they conclude that everything is happening by chance. That's when you know that their knowledge has been stolen by illusion. Okay? So that was the third category. That means the people who are intelligent, but their knowledge is stolen. The fourth category is Asuram Bhavam Ashrita. That means they are just very demoniac in nature. That means anything which is related to temple, which is related to Krishna, they just feel irritated just by hearing or seeing it. And some people are like that. Whenever they see some good thing, let's say a procession about Krishna, or some deity of Krishna, or something they see on a phone or TV about Krishna, they just don't like it. That means they're demoniac in nature. They just don't like anything to do with Krishna. Like, there was one example which is given in Burma when they opened the Gaudiya Math. This is like maybe 70 or 80 years ago. They opened a center of Krishna consciousness in Burma. So devotees used to cook in ghee, and when they would cook ghee, the people there would complain that they are getting very bad smell of ghee. But they were eating meat, and that was okay. That did not bother them, but the smell of ghee was bothering them. So that means they are demoniac in nature, that anything good that comes in front of them, they just don't like it. But anything tamasic, they are naturally attracted. So that is Asuric. So these are the four categories which will not come to Krishna. That means those who are foolish, those who are lowest of the mankind, those who are in illusion, and the last one is the ones who are demoniac in nature. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now we will go back to the screen. Okay. Then Krishna is talking about the people who actually come to him. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna arto jigyasur artarthi jnani cha bharatarshava. So Krishna is saying Chaturvidha bhajante mam. There are four kinds of people who will do my bhajan. That means they will come to me. So four people who will not come to Krishna and four people who will come to Krishna. Who are they? Jana Sukritino. That means they are Sukriti. That means whatever they are doing Sukriti. They have some pious credit. That means they have some pious things in the past, and those are the people who will come to Krishna. And who are those four categories? Arto. Arto means those who are in distress. For example, when Gajendra, even though he was in an elephant body, this is the first picture, even though he was in the elephant body, when he was in distress, he called out to Krishna and Krishna came and saved him. Okay. So Gajendra is an example of someone who reaches out to Krishna because of being in distress. So that's Arto. Then Jigyasu. Jigyasu is someone who is curious. They want to know. They see the order in the new universe. They see people are inclined towards religion. They see many things in this world. They see there's happiness, there's misery, and there's karma. So they see so many things. So they are curious, where exactly is this coming from? Who is the root of all this? So they're jigyasu. They're curious, they want to know. So slowly, after exploring many things, eventually they will come to know about Krishna. Because they are going through various places, at some point they will reach a place where they'll see Krishna and they'll settle there. Okay, so jigyasu, those who are curious. Artharthi. Artharthi means those who are looking for money. And this is also a very common thing when a person is struggling through financial difficulty or some other job difficulty. They go to temple, they worship Krishna, they offer something. But after some time when the situation is settled, some people still keep going to temple, but a lot of people also don't feel the need anymore. So they go to Krishna when they are in financial need, but once the need is settled, they choose not to go. But nevertheless, Krishna is saying that these are great souls, even if they are in difficulty, they are looking for money, they come to me, and these are udara. That's the word that comes later in this chapter. Udara means they are magnanimous, that even though they are coming to Krishna for money, Krishna still say they are good people. Because here also he says they are sukritino. That means they have some pious credit. And the last category is Jnani, the one who knows Krishna as he is. If a person knows, then they go to Krishna. So what are the four categories? The people who are in distress, the people who are in need of money, the people who are curious, and the people who actually know Krishna. Okay? Is that clear? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. All right. That's good. So now I'll go to the next one. Okay. Then Krishna says, Bahunam janmanamante jnanvan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarmati sa mahatma sudurlabha. Then Krishna says, Bahunam janmanam ante. Bahunam is many, janmanam is janma, ante means end. At the end of many births, who? Jnanavan, the person who is in knowledge, Mam prapadyate, finally he comes to me. So people might go on a spiritual path for many lifetimes. And Krishna here saying, that is good, they are on the path, eventually they come to me. Prabhupada, all along the teachings, he kept stressing that do not wait for multiple lifetimes, try to finish your business as soon as possible. But Krishna here is acknowledging the fact that those who are in knowledge after many births, Bahunam Janmanamante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, they come to me, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. And what was the conclusion? The conclusion is Vasudeva Sarvamiti, that Lord Vasudeva is everything. So after exploring through all these different paths, different yogas, different demigods, different sevas, different pujas, different mantras they follow all their life and multiple lives, at the end of those, once they come to the conclusion that Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Vasudeva is everything, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, that Mahatma is very rare. So that's what Krishna is saying, that if a person comes to the conclusion that Vasudeva is everything, that person is extremely rare. Okay? Alright. So these are the verses which were shared. So, was that clear so far, whatever we discussed?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. That's good. Are there any questions about what we discussed so far? Because I have part 2 also, which I'll go over. But before we go, I just want to get some sense of how everybody feels about this. Is there any question?
Can you please explain the last?
Prabhuji. Go ahead. I'll go.
Yeah, can you please explain the last part, the last doha, Krishna?
Bahunam janmanamante jnanvan prapate. That one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Krishna is saying Bahunam janmanam ante. At the ant of many, many births. Bahunam, many. Janmanam, janma, ante, end. At the end of many, many births. Jnanvan mam prapadyate. Jnanvan, a person in knowledge. Here, let me show you the actual Sanskrit so you will know exactly what I'm talking about. 1 second. Who I want to show you in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so here you see Krishna saying in this chapter, this one, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanvan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvam iti. That Vasudeva is sarva, he is everything. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. That person is very rare. Is that clear now? Yes? Okay. Okay. Any other question?
Prabhuji, so in this verse, Artho Jigyasur Artharthi Gyani Cha Bhartashabha. So in that verse, people who are in need of money also approach me, and Krishna is saying that like they are also very pious. So like they are coming for their need, and once it's satisfied, they are not approaching him. They are like not being so consistent. But still, why Krishna is saying that they are very he is like kind towards them also, and they are very pious. So why Prabhuji like that?
That's a good question. And the reason why Krishna is saying that is because they are coming to the right place. That means they have this intelligence that if I have to ask anything, better to ask Krishna because he is the source. So they are acknowledging the fact that Krishna is the supreme. So anybody who comes in contact with Krishna, eventually that person becomes purified. So someone comes for money and goes away, that is okay, but because they came to Krishna at the time of distress, and when their problem is solved and they went away, they will not forget Krishna. They might go away, but they'll always remember that it's Krishna who came to my help. And in the later part of their life, or end of life, or next life, they will come back. Because once the connection is established, you can never go away. So that's why Krishna is saying that that person is very pious. I'll show you one place where Krishna is saying these things here in this one. See, today I'm not able to figure out the screen business. So here, let me show you. Okay, you see this? You see my screen? So here Krishna is saying Chaturvija bhajante mam jana sukritin arjuna artho jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharasharsava. So here he is saying 4 kind of people come to me: people in distress, who need money, who are curious, and who are in knowledge. Okay. Tesham jnani nityukta eka bhaktir vishishyate priyo hi jnanino atyartham aham sacha mama priya. But of all those people, the person who is in full knowledge, he is the best and he is most dear to me. Krishna is saying, Sacha Mama Priya. So, to your point, Krishna says that everybody is good, but the one who knows Krishna as he is, Krishna is saying he is my favorite. Okay? Tesham, of those, Jnani, the one who is in knowledge, Nitya Yukta Eka Bhakti Ravishishate. That means he who's always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is also very dear to me. Okay? But now Krishna is so kind. Next thing he is saying, Udara Sarva Evete Jnani Tameva Mematam. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous. Udara. That means even if they are coming to Krishna for money, Krishna is saying they are very magnanimous. But again he is repeating the same thing. He who is situated in knowledge, I consider to be just like my own self. Udara Sarva Evete. They are all glorious, they are all great souls. But Jnani tu Atmaeva me matam. My mata is, my opinion is that I consider Jnani to be just like my own self. Jnani tu eva me matam. That I think of Jnani to be just like my own self. Asthita hi yuktatma mam eva anutamam gatim. Because he is engaged in that service, eventually he will achieve the highest goal. You see this anuttama? Anuttama means the topmost and gatim is the destination. So Krishna is saying yuktatma means he is engaged. So he is saying the one who is in Gyan, who is in real knowledge, he will always engage in Krishna's service. And because he is always engaged in Krishna's service, he will achieve the supreme destination. And then comes this verse where we were saying, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanaman Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlava. Okay? So everybody is clear so far?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Where is that thing? Is it this? Oh, this is the one. Okay. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'll just keep going through these verses till we hit 8:30, so 15 more minutes. Then Krishna is talking about Kamasteste Hitagyana Prapadyantena Devata Tam Niyamam Asthaya Prakritya Niyata Swaya. So Krishna is saying these people, they will come to me and eventually they will reach the ultimate destination. But not everybody is interested in Krishna. There are many people who are interested in worshipping the demigods or devatas for getting something to stay happily in this world. Temporary situation, but they want that, they prefer that. So Krishna is saying, Kames teste ritagyana. If their knowledge is stolen by illusion and they are motivated by kama, by lust, by trying to enjoy this world, prapadyante anya devata, they go to anya devatas. That means Krishna is saying, if you are looking for money, you'll either come to me or you'll go to devas. If you come to me, you become purified and eventually you come to me. If you go to other devas, you get their needs satisfied there also, but there you're primarily motivated by karma and you will continue in that life for a long time. To those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires, surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulation of worship according to their own natures. That means if someone is in tamoguna, most likely that person will not be interested in Krishna. They will be interested in some form of demigod where their needs are satisfied. For example, some people cannot live without eating meat. So what they do? They go to Durga Devi, because Durga Devi, somehow in that environment, they are allowed meat. But in Vishnu temples, meat is completely forbidden. There's no question of any form of meat in a Vishnu temple. But in Durga temple, at least some places I have seen, people are allowed to eat meat. So because their motivation is to eat meat, they are naturally attracted to those temples where that facility is at least accepted or provided or encouraged or supported, whatever you want to say, but the connection is there. So when they go in that environment, then they get what they need, and that's what Krishna is saying, that they go and worship devas according to their own nature. Okay. Now Krishna is so kind. Krishna is saying, I am sitting in your heart as super soul, and I am the one who is actually directing you based on your nature. Okay. Yo yo yam yam tanu bhaktya shraddhaya architum ichhati tasya tasya chalam shraddha tameva vidyamaham. I am in everyone's heart as super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Okay, so even that faith into Andhra Devas is actually also coming from Krishna. See, yo yo yam yam tanum bhakta. Whoever of whatever deity is a bhakta, shraddhaya, which shraddhaya, architum. Archinam means archana. Archana means to worship. Ichhati. Ichhati means have a desire. If anybody has a desire to worship any deity, tasya tasya achalam shraddha. Achalam shraddha means to make it steady. I make their shraddha steady. Tamema vidyamiham. Because then they can be situated in that particular worship which they are desiring. Okay. Then verse 23, Krishna is saying, Antavantu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedhasam devan deva yajo yanti madbhakta yanti mapavi. Very interesting and a very important verse. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods. Okay, many times people ask, is worshipping different devatas, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Or, there's sometimes a confusion also. So here he's saying, Antavantu phalam tesham. Anta means end. Phalam means the results. Tesham, to those. Tad bhavati alpa medhasam. Medha means intelligence. Alpa means little. Those who have very little intelligence, they are attracted to demigods, and the result of their worship gets over very soon. Their fruits are limited and temporary. Okay. Not only that, then Krishna says, those who worship the demigods go to the planets of demigods. Devan deva yajo yanti. Yanti means to go. If you do yajan of devas, then you go to Devalok. Madbhakta yanti mamapi. My devotees, they come to me. Is it clear what Krishna is saying? Right? You can understand. If you break up the words, it's not difficult to understand. Krishna is giving very clear explanation. If you go to devas, you get whatever your requirements are satisfied, but eventually they come to an end. But if you worship me, eventually you come to me. If you worship devas, then you go to their planets. Again, one more interesting and very useful thing Krishna is saying in the next verse. Avyaktam vyaktim apannam manyate mam abhudaya param bhavam ajananto mam avyayam anuttamam. Here again I'll explain a little bit of the Sanskrit here. Avyaktam means unmanifest. Okay. Vyaktim apannam. That means now he is become manifest. Manyate mam abhuddaya. So what happens is, many people think that Krishna is an ordinary person because he took birth. So he's saying, I am avyakta. I was not manifest in the beginning. Then I took birth. And now I am here. So many people think that I am just an ordinary person because just like everybody else, I have also taken birth. So Krishna is saying that those are not very intelligent. Mam abuddhaya. Param bhavam ajananto. They do not understand my param bhava, my supreme nature. Mam. What is the supreme nature? Mam avyayam. Avyayam means he never deteriorates. Everything in this world in due course of time deteriorates. Whether it's a body, whether it's a house, car, whatever you look at, everything with time deteriorates. Krishna says, I never deteriorate. That's why even at the age of 125 on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna's body was just like a 16-year-old boy. Okay? So he's saying they do not understand that my body never deteriorates. And he's Anuttamam. He is the Supreme. Okay? Then he's saying Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavrita Modoyam Na Bijanati Loko Mamajam Avyayam. Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. I am not manifest to everybody. How? Yogo Maya Samavrita, because I can cover it, their intelligence by Maya. Because Krishna can cover them by Maya, he is not manifest to everybody. Mudo Yam Na Bijanati. A foolish person will never understand Krishna. Loko Mam Ajam Avyayam. That even though he's in this world, he is Ajam. That means he is without birth. And Avyayam. That means he is infallible. So let's read the translation. I am never manifest to the fools and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. Is it clear so far?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions? Because we only have 5 minutes left. If there are any questions, I think we should get into it now. Okay, if nothing, then okay, no question, that's fine. But one more time, is everybody is following what we have discussed so far?
Yes, right.
Everybody?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, since we have only few minutes left, I'll go through few more important verses and then we'll conclude. Okay. So now verse number 28. Again, very good verse.
Prabhuji, before we continue, would you please share the screen that has the shlokas?
Are you
Because
not seeing my screen?
you shared your screen, but then I see two tabs.
Okay, let me see 1 second.
Yeah, now I see a proper one. I just see one tab now that's been shared. Earlier it was two. Yeah, now it's clear. Thank you.
Now it's clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So now verse number 28 again. You see this. येषां तु अन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढावृता. Such an important verse. If nothing else, if we understand just this verse, I think we've understood a lot. Just now look through each word of this verse. Pay attention and see what Krishna is saying. Yesham tu antagatam papam. A person whose sinful activities have anta. They have been ended or completed. Okay? Jananam, those people. Punya karmanam, and they are primarily engaged in punya karma, pious activities. So their sinful activities are gone and they are primarily engaged in pious activities. Okay? They, those people, dvanda means dualities, right? Dvanda is two, correct? And moha is illusion. That means they become free from dualities, good or bad. I like this, I don't like this, this is mine, this is yours, this is my friend, this is my enemy. All these things we deal with in this world, they are usually in dualities. Either I like something or I do not like something, and everybody more or less falls in the same category. So that's called dvanda. Moha is illusion. Illusion means I, for some reason, think that if I just get this thing, I'll be very happy. And if we get that thing, after some time we realize that actually it's not this but something else. Then we look for something else, then we get it. Then we again change, saying that okay, maybe this was not the thing, but this looks like is the final. So we keep switching from one thing to the other, thinking if I just get this thing, I will be happy. Okay, so that is illusion, because that just never ends. So Krishna here is saying those whose sinful activities are completely gone, those who are engaged primarily in pious activities, they dvanda moha nirmukta. Mukta means become free. Once they become free from dualities and illusion, what is the end result? Bhajante mam dhrida vrata. They do bhajan of mine. Dhrida vrata. That means they take a very strong vow of worshipping me. Otherwise, a person will not be able to do it unless they are free from sinful life and they are engaged in spiritual activities. And once the illusion is gone, that's when they will be able to engage in Krishna's service. Many people say, I don't want to worship Krishna now, I will do it in old age. When they say that, that means they are in illusion, because if they cannot do it now, there's no way they will be able to do it in their old age. It's just an illusion. Krishna is saying a person who engages in Krishna's service is only the person who is free from sinful life. That's why Bhagavatam also says that if a person is eating meat, Pashugna, the word used is Pashugna, the killer of the Pashu, killer of animals, that person will not be able to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is what is being said here. Let me just drink a little water. So is it clear what this verse is saying? Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta. Mukta means to become free. Bhajante mam dridavata. That person will, in a very fixed manner, they will do bhajan of Krishna. Is this verse clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, others? Anything? I'm not getting any feedback. Okay, Achyut says yes. Harsha. Okay,
Yes, Prabhuji.
okay, all right, that's good. I'll do maybe one or two more verses and then we'll conclude. There are a lot more, but I'll just do one or two. Okay, here's another good one. 29, okay. Jara marana mokshaya mamashritya yatanti ye te tad brahma vidu te brahma tad vidu krishnam adhyatmam karma chakhilam. So here he's saying Jara marana mokshaya. Jara is old age, okay. Marana is death. Mokshaya means to become free from it. Mam ashritya. See, such an interesting and such an important point. Mam is me. Ashritya means ashraya, means shelter. Yatanti means to yatan, to make an effort. So those people who are trying to become free from old age and death. Moksha means to become free. Moksha, right? Is that correct? Moksha is freedom. So Krishna is saying a person who is trying to become free from old age and death, and they make an effort. Yatanti means yatan. Yatan means to make an effort. How they make an effort? Mam ashritya. They take shelter of me and they make an effort to become free from old age and death. Te Brahma Tad Vidu Krishnam. They are the ones who understand Krishna completely. Krishnam is not Krishnam, it's Krishna means completely. Okay? Adhyatmam karma chakilam. They understand what is Adhyatma That means they understand what is spiritual life, and they understand what the karma is. So let's read the translation. Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They are actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about the transcendental activities. So Adhyatma karma means transcendental activities. Cha akhilam. Akhila means everything. So these are the people who completely understand what the spiritual life is. Who? The person who takes shelter of Krishna, and that person is trying to become free from old age and death. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. So all these verses, so since we are almost 8:32 now, so what I like to get some feedback. What do you guys think of the value of this knowledge? Because Krishna is using very direct language. He's very clear in what he's saying, and he's giving us clear direction in life. What should we do? Krishna Bhakti, right? So I'd like to hear from you, like whoever wants to speak. What is the value of this knowledge in your life? Like, what do you do with this knowledge? What are you going to do? Are you going to change anything in life? Or this is something which is good to know? Or this is something like a little more academic? Or what is it? What is the practical application for you? If anybody wants to volunteer, and I just want to hear what you think. Anybody?
Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare
Um,
Krishna.
Actually, this helps for a daily lifestyle. If we follow one or two with all Shraddha,
Hmm.
then I think it makes a life little easier
Hmm.
without complicating our thoughts every day.
Hmm.
Because every day we come across so many um, negative things happening around us.
Hmm.
So to overcome all those things and move forward in life, maybe one or two, if we follow for at least with Shraddha, one principle of what Lord Krishna is telling, then we would be able to make the path little easier.
Very good point. Yes. Even if we can follow some of it and on a daily basis, I think that makes our life easier. That is true. Yeah. That's definitely a good experience. Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jay,
Hare
I
Krishna.
think Hare Krishna. For me, practically, by listening to all these lectures, I think one thing we can do is, whenever possible, continue to chant the mantra and focus on him,
Hmm.
um, because again, in the busy world and things that we always get caught up on, this is the least we can do and the easiest, and seems to be the best way to connect to him and offer everything we do to him.
Hmm.
Not just items, even the work we do, our karma we offer to him.
Hmm. Yes.
That's how I see this.
Yeah. 100%. That's the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. That whatever it is, we connect with Krishna. Yes. That's how we're supposed to live. And that is the only thing which is going to bring peace to our life eventually. Good. Thank you. Anything else?
It's actually in this busy schedule or in this busy generation, I personally learned that, taking time, at least, 10 minutes also is very good when devote that 10 minutes to Krishna, to thank him for whatever he has given is the best thing that we can do. And in this 2025, to be honest, maybe I was doing many other tasks also, but this is like these days, all these days, I was literally waiting for the time, and uh, I was consistent throughout to attend the class to learn something, and I'm like happy learning all these in this session. So thank you, Prabhuji.
Sure, that's nice. You're learning. That's very good. Yeah. If we can learn and practice in our life, then that's the best thing we can get out of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, thank you. Okay, anybody else? One last person, and then we'll conclude. If there's anybody.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Sorry.
Krishna. Yes, who's this? Kavita?
Yeah, I think someone also said, so I'm just waiting.
Okay.
No, please carry on. Carry on, Mataji. I'll go later.
Right. Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for today's session. And like after attending all these sessions, I think we should involve ourselves more in Krishna's service, and that should be our ultimate goal, to reach Krishna's or to get Krishna's prema. And like as we have taken like so many births, and right now we are in this position, and due to our previous pious activities in this life or in previous life, we are right now in a stage to hear to these teachings of Krishna. Then we have to take a step forward and involve more in spiritual activities and get close to Krishna is my thinking.
Yes, that's a good point. We have to take some practical help out of whatever we're learning. And the best thing you can do if you're not chanting is to start chanting every single day. I would say as soon as you wake up in the morning, first thing you do is pick up your bead and chant. Before rest of the day starts, just first thing in the morning, before anything starts, just pick up your beads and just chant for 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you're not doing. If you're already doing, that's good. If you can do that, you will see these teachings of Bhagavad Gita, actually they start manifesting in your life. You will see things happening according to teachings of Bhagavad Gita if you regularly chant the name of Krishna. So yes, we have to apply this knowledge. And like we were saying earlier in the beginning of the class, that whole thing was there, that Eko Nama Devaki Putra Satasya, something like that was there, right? That we should chant name of Krishna only. Seva should also be in Krishna, and Gita should also be recited from Krishna. So like that, if we can chant regularly, I think the best application of Bhagavad Gita in our life. Okay, one last. Or we're done. There was someone else also, right?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
First of all, I would really like to thank for. I'm very lucky to be in this course, Prabhuji, because I didn't get a chance. I'm not based in the US, neither in India. I'm in Budapest, so I didn't get a chance here. I visit ISKCON here a lot. I've been to Krishna Valley over here, but here they don't conduct such type of classes. And I've read the Gita previously, Prabhuji, but I didn't quite understand well as much as you and the other Prabhuji explain it. So it's really helping me a lot. And yes, finally, I just want to close by saying that I want to apply the teachings of Gita in my life by learning to act with sincerity without having any attachment to the results. And personally, I also want to develop a calm and focused mind and to stay balanced in my life in success and failures, because I see myself keep fluctuating and become morally low and emotionally very damaged in all these kind of situations. So yes, Prabhuji, so that's it.
So Prabhu, what you said, I just want to say a few words on those and then we'll conclude. You mentioned you feel up and down and sometimes emotionally balance is also not there. So these are the situations when we go through it, we just go through it. When we are in that moment, we really cannot get out of it no matter how hard we try. Like if I'm feeling low one evening or one day, even if I try, it's just trying to get out of it most likely we will not be able to get out of it. We just go through it. We experience the pain, but somehow we cannot figure out a way how to get rid of it right away. It goes when it goes, but we cannot force it to go away. But you will see if you start practicing the teachings of Bhagavad Gita that those moments will reduce in frequency and their intensity. That whole thing about being up and down, being disturbed, being low, slowly those things will taper down. You will still experience it because that's the nature of this world. This world is not going to change just because you understood Bhagavad Gita. But what is going to change is how you react or how you respond to the world. The world will go on the way it is going. It is not going to change. It is Kali Yuga. It will remain a Kali Yuga beyond our lifetimes also. So Kali Yuga is not going anywhere. We'll be gone, Kali Yuga will still be here. But what we can change is that if we apply this teaching slowly, we will learn how to navigate. And that is a very big relief for a lot of people. They just don't know. But it actually brings a lot of peace, a lot of relief in life. Just to live by the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So with that, we'll conclude today. And then we'll see you all tomorrow, same time, and we'll be doing chapter number 8. Okay? Thank you all for joining, and
Thank you,
thank you for
Prabhuji.
the feedback at the end.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.